Okay, so we are on day 3 of Scraptember, and day 3 is a sketch. You can see I got stuck under something yesterday and ripped it. That sketch is this one. Now this, with all these shards sticking out, reminded me of a cut file I have from Amelia Creates from Hey Little Magpie, which is this, and then sort of pieces that fit them within that. So it reminded me of that, so I thought I'd use the big wheel bit out of it. Yeah, brand new mat from my Scan and Cut, which means it's super sticky. I had a nightmare pulling this back up off the mat, and because it's super sticky, so one little bit of it hasn't cut properly. I'm thinking it's possibly a bit that hasn't stuck well, so the blade's not gone through it properly. I have the automatic blade one, the SDX, which sets the blade depth itself. So the only time stuff doesn't cut properly is if there's been a problem with the adhesion, I've noticed, which this would have been. So yeah, so we've got this. The photos I'm going to scrap are little O on the park. It's got his tongue out in concentration there. He's not looking at me with either one of them, but I love them because of the looks of concentration on his face. So we're going to use them. I'm thinking that we are going to go back into main character energy. So I've got my main character energy box out. We are just going to pop the embellishments into the lid. So they're my Hey Little Magpie ones, and the ones that fussy cut from the papers. Sorry, detail cut from the papers. Sarah at Hey Little Magpie's got these in stock now. So this is the layered stickers and the embellishment pack. So they've come in from being on back order with American Crafts. So yay. And also the alphas come back in stock, and the words, sorry, she's got the alphas in back in stock and these are on back order. So they're all in. And then we've got the papers. So what, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I just know I'm using this. So let's get scrapping and see what happens. Okay, so what I've done is I've put the bit that this was cut out of down, and I've gone in with my translucent gesso. I'm just going to leave that to dry now, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. So gesso has dried. Oh, I'm not putting my lights on. Gesso's dried. So I'm going to do some spraying. I don't know if I'm putting them in or if I'm backing the segments. I think I might back them instead of putting these in, or like stencil or do something on these, like mixed media wise. But that's my clear gesso. It dries in the middle. Remove my light, there we go. Okay, so I am just going to spray and hope for the best. So this one is Prima Marketing Ink Fairy Pond Fine Shimmer Spray. I'm just going to do that. Nothing too fancy. Might get a bit of packaging and squish it a bit. Should we do that? I think my bins need emptying. They're looking in a bit of a mess. They're overflowing. Okay. That's one layer. I'm not going to bother drying between layers like I usually do. That looks closer in colour. It might just be because I've sprayed with the... No, it does look closer in colour than it does look in the box. I suppose it's a two-tone bit. Comes from the glimmer, doesn't it? So that's my Hero Arts two-tone metallic ocean blue. This is Dilution's London blue, and this doesn't have any shimmer in it. So we're going to leave that to dry. Ooh, get my hands messy now. So, see the different colours, and we'll leave it to dry so we can see the shimmer. And see what we end up with. See you in a bit. Right, made a decision. I am going to back some of the shards. Not all of them, some of them. I'm going to use some of the foiled papers. But how many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. So I think I'll back 5. So back every other one maybe. Or back a cluster. Not sure. I know I'm backing some of them. So what I will do is turn the paper over. Draw around the inside line of the shard. Yeah, draw around the inside line, and then I am gonna, oh, good job, turned it over, mess I'm making of it. And then just cut just on the outside of that line, and it should then, remember which shard I did, which the fact I've scribbled all over it should help. Let me then stick that inside the shard. So I'm not going to make you watch me do all of them, but that's what how I'll be doing it. I'm going to pull out a few of the papers that I've got foil on. Let me find the pad. So I've got this one. I'm going to use this end of the cameras up to the yellow. Just because of the blues. I might use that one. I'm not 100% sure yet. I've got to make sure I get it the right way up as well if I use that one. I really like that in terms of contrast. I know there's none of the foil on it. I said I was going to use the ones with foils. But I like that because of the contrast. I also like that wood grain on that colour. So yeah, oh look, that'll give me a bit of contrast to the dark blues behind. And I absolutely love this sheet. Isn't that gorgeous? Love it. Right, it's going to give me some contrast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 different ones. I think, yeah, that's it. So yeah, let me get them done. Do a shard in each of them, or maybe more or maybe less, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the cut file's got half of them backed, which is what I planned on doing. I say planned, winged it. I am going to put this up on foam now. It's not going to be so sorry, I forgot what I was saying then. With the cut file, the spokes that are not backed, I don't have foam that's narrow enough to go on them, so it is kind of going to be up and down. Oh look, I need to refill my box. So yeah, it's not all going to stay up, which is fine, because you know I like that multi-height kind of look, so I'm not bothered about that much. So what I do want to do before I stick it down is I do want to do some stamping on the background. So behind these spokes that aren't backed, which, considering the fact that I've gessoed this. Might not be a good idea, and I've inked it. So I'm not sure how this is going to go. I've got these stamps from the collection. I was thinking of using the stars. And I've also got these dark room door stamps from A Little Magpie. I'm going to give it a go with the memento if I can find where I put it. Found it. Okay. Yes, I can use StazOn. StazOn's not very good with acrylic stamps. It eats them. So you shouldn't really use it with acrylic stamps. And also, I don't like it. I don't actually like StazOn. It's a smell. I'm not a fan of almonds. Messed that up, haven't I? I'm going to drop the stamp on the cut file. Oops. Silly me. Oh well. We can pretend it was on purpose. Okay. Right, so that's that one. I'm not going to put this one on a block. Maybe I should have. So I end up, because of where my fingers are pressing, not really getting the bit of it I want to get. Oh, sugar. Oh, I've done it again. I've not done it over the blinking cut file. That'll do. Just think about what I'm doing to tidy that up where I've stamped it on the cut file. Right, let's get it stuck down. Right, I'm going to think about a title and then come back and finish this off. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I think I'm coming down with something. I'm going to get this finished off and then go and have a nap. So these are some wax seals that I made with new stamp I got from Hey Little Magpie. Oh, and I just dropped one on the floor. Little O's Mum and Auntie M for a title for this, and had the suggestion Park Life, so that's what we're going with. I'm not sure on the purple sparkly letters. I mean, you know, purple is my favourite colour. but I suppose there's, you know, purple and sparkly in there, and the thing is on is purple, so why not? So on the sketch the title is below the picture, so what I think I'm going to do is sort of tuck it, the start of it, in there. I'm hoping you can hear me, because my voice is coming and going today as well. So if when I watch this back, when I'm editing, I decide you can't hear me right, I will do a voiceover. I adore this font. Such a good font. I've got Blur's Park Life going round in my head. I might need to rethink where this is going. Because yes, I'm going to go there. Kind of disappearing, isn't it? So, do we do something where I've got like a label, where it's sat on a label maybe? I mean, that bit is on the bottom, isn't it? It's not like on. It's only a bit where the L is that's raised. That'll do. That's alright. Oh. Then on the sketch, there's two clusters here, and then journaling all like around below the title, but I've done my title a bit different. See, on the sketch the title's here. I might move it. I'm going to move it. There we go. and then the journaling will come here, and I'll have to find something to put the journaling on. So the embellishments on the sketch are on the diagonal there. But you know me and me threes. Okay, so I'm going to move to a voiceover because I randomly stopped talking for the rest of this video. So with that cluster there, it does cover the shards up, but it also covers that bit of stamping that I did on the cut file by mistake. So I'm just going through the embellishment packs, and I have loved these big flower ones, which I've put on that diagonal with a couple of words which are quite fitting for little O. I do change out one of them for this Fearless. He was just gone. He was up on that climbing frame and slide, and he was gone. We had to encourage him coming down slide forwards because he just automatically gets to the top of the side, gets on his hands and knees, turns around and comes down on his belly, feet first. It was really cute. I do decide that because of where I want the journaling to go as well, that I do move the title onto this journaling block. Sorry, squeaky chair. So I do move title onto this journaling block. It does make it stand out a little bit more, and then off camera I'll do the journaling. Haven't done it yet, but I will do. So yeah, so I'm happier with that. You can see the title a bit better. It does stand up out more instead of disappearing into that dark blue background. And I do end up moving then the wax seal that I had there. I find another flower cluster, which, because half it's going to be under the picture, I do cut in half and use both pieces there along the top of that journaling block. So I'm really happy with that as it is now. Do put the Fearless up on foam, using a bit of wet glue for the wax seals, and the other word strip as well. I've popped that up on some foam as well. You know me and me varying heights. So just popping some foam down in that shard at the bottom where the journaling block's going, just to hold that up. And then when putting these flowers on, I do realise I need a little bit of foam behind these as well, because it is disappearing under one of those into one of those open spaces in the shards. So yeah, just arrange them back on and holding the end of the cut file up with a bit of foam as well, because it is disappearing onto the page and it is supposed to be one of the back parts of it. There isn't much left now, actually. I am nearly done. Just thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out the playlist for Scraptember, which will be in the description. But yeah, it's just a case of finishing off, getting everything stuck down. I like that flower hanging over the top of the page. I then decide to tuck it back under when I'm putting the date on. That label's going to have the date on. I've not put it on there yet. But yeah, just journaling left to do. Let's close up some stills at the end. Thanks for watching. Bye.